with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
Morbius.
Blade.
You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
Smell your fear. Is this what you had hoped for?
Looks like it's up to me. Not to brag, but I feel pretty good right now. Take that!
Seems our work isn't done here.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. My hunger. So
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed.
awesome.
It is too late.
They're almost here. Hold position.
Maybe you don't understand my path, Wade. I have surmounted one challenge after another just to reach this point.
And it has nothing to do with stopping the thirst.
Where my blood fails me, I have no choice but to feed. That doesn't mean I can't change at all.
Hate to break up the moment, but we should probably deal with the bad guys, right?
Hell of a move. Watch this. Give the mother my regards in hell.
The Punisher must get along really well. This one's for you! That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance.
All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a vial. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone, along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, They have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary. They are targeting my equipment. Focus on the aggressors.
That's a neat trick.
Try this on for size.
Exactly what I needed. About time.
We will never forsake her. We're almost here. Hold position.
I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
It was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big. I think you got him.
Oh, this should be... I'm going for it!
Hydra, Immortalis! Reinforcements inbound.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation with all hatred. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words aren't lost on me. You should have been more careful. Remember who started this.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
Be my victim.
They're displacing. Hydra Immortalis.
It appears we'll be delayed.
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Sons again.
As opposed to what?
Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we could all work this out.
Never seen that before. Maybe you should teach me that one.
Here we go!
That's one hell of a move.
Probably best if you stay down.
Pull back and regroup.
Lay down. Boy, I hope I follows proper concussion protocols.
Starting to fade fast here.
You've left me no choice.
Never seen that before.
Should come in handy. Here we go again. This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
No further abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey?
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises. But any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Oh, of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Then let me officially welcome you to the Midnight Suns.
You will not regret this. Now, can you show me where we keep the prisoners? I would like to feast.
What?
Only kidding. I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
I've heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I
would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Getting to know Blade has been nice. Maybe Morbius won't be so bad.
Your hair must be so simple to maintain.
Don't know how to respond to that. So Blade trusts Morbius? A vampire? Huh. Where are the flying pigs?
Your spells could do so much to help us.
I don't know where I would be without friends like you.
The mastery of the portal is incredible.
What can I say? It comes easily.
I'm the first guy who'll tell you not to judge a book by its cover, but a few of Morbius's pages are stuck together. You can't say more. Gotta keep it T-rated.
If Blade is worried about this guy, he must be dangerous. I want to see him in action.
Do you ever discover things inside your symbiote that you thought you lost?
Like loose change?
Yes, like how you sometimes find lint in your pockets. Do you ever find wads of lint folded into your symbiote?
I woke up one night, the symbiote had absorbed an old toothbrush. It wasn't even mine. Ugh, that was gross.
Can your symbiote absorb items bigger than you?
Kinda. The symbiote needs an organic host to live, but for a short time, it can ingest bigger objects.
I must know the details.
One time, it consumed a car, and then drove it.
Amazing.
And expensive. I still haven't paid those speeding tickets. Well, that wasn't terrible. Controller isn't doing what I want. If it's not broken, it will be soon.
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory.
Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just to ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Why are Hydra soldiers willingly turning into vampires?
Define willingly. I think that's Sin's influence.
They must be extremely devoted to agree to such a change.
Or more terrified of what Sin will do if they don't. I wonder how becoming a bloodsucker mixes with the gamma serum already in their systems. I bet that's one hell of a hangover.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
If this was a mistake, let me know. We will do whatever you think is best.
Hey, I don't want that responsibility. If this goes south, I'm not taking the blame.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical.
Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
I should set up my labs. Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now the Abbey has...
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful.
You could just ask me to move.
We aren't running a home for wayward vampires, Hunter.
Did you tire of listening to Dr. Strange's stories? The ones where multi-tentacled old ones feasted on cavemen?
Nah, actually that sounds up my alley. I just needed some fresh air. Plus, Robbie likes to crank the volume on his video games, and I don't like loud noises.
Right, your costume is sensitive to powerful sonics.
You know, it's funny. My other has protected me from so many things over the years. Sometimes pushes away more than just bullets.
Maybe it is the teeth?
Of course it's the teeth. But they're useful. I've chewed my way out of a number of sticky situations.
They must be a pain to brush.
I have acidic saliva, which instantly kills most bacteria. Gingivitis doesn't stand a chance.
So your other's appearance is functional, but is it necessary?
Maybe not. I'm not the only person who bonded with my symbiote. The suit often changes appearance with each new host.
Care if I run around the Abbey wearing the symbiote for a bit?
I do. The relationship I have with my other is very intimate. Feels like a betrayal whenever it takes on a new host.
Like wearing someone else's underwear?
Maybe a bit. If your underwear had tendrils and constantly wanted you to feed it.
You and your symbiote have an interesting relationship.
It's simultaneously the strangest relationship I've ever had, as well as the most comforting. Thanks for talking about it, Hunter. I don't think everyone inside would take the time to understand how I tick.
Feeling good today, girl?
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Bunazua.
Got any chocolate? I feel a craving coming on.
Accidents happen. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabriel. He'd love this place.
I'll be picking bits of Hunter.
Think Doctor Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
Well, don't get me wrong. I love the book. Read it cover to cover. Twice. Then I put it down and had a great night's sleep. Haven't had one of those since I came to this fun house.
Is your bed uncomfortable?
Oh, the bed is fine. It's all the other stuff that's been keeping me awake. Cold drafts, whispering voices, footsteps in the hall, footsteps on my ceiling, footsteps under my bed, footsteps on my bed, random stuff moving around. But last night, slept like a baby. All because I read the book and am starting to learn. Is it crazy that I'm actually kind of enjoying this?
I am so glad you did not get spooked and run out of here. Facing the unknown can have that effect on people.
I mean, I might have considered it. A couple times. But I'm glad I stuck around.
Because of our friendship?
Yep, that. And the fact that there was some kind of shadowy thing lurking in the hallway outside my room most nights. I didn't dare open that door.
I will have to figure out your next lesson. It should probably involve some sort of artifact.
The more ancient and forbidden, the better.
I will see what I can do.
Well, I can't express my thanks enough. You're taking all the spooky stuff and making it a little less spooky.
I guess you will have to come up with a new nickname for Strange, then.
Oh no, he stays Dr. Spooky. I may be getting comfortable with all the oddities around the Abbey, but he still weirds me out.
You and Strange are like two sides of the same coin. You know that?
Yeah, I'm the scientifically engineered metal alloy coin, and he's the wish you make when you toss it in a well.
I should probably put some thought into a suitable artifact for you to study.
Oh sure, I'll be fine here. And if I see anything floaty and undead, I won't even yell.
I think I got in a few good licks. Delicious.
Is that creepy?
Got more coil for me? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
forge is a powerful tool.
Not my best work, but it'll do. Not bad, right?
Even small improvements can provide large advantages. Always a pleasure.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
If you can beat Carolyn, no pain, no gain.
It's hard to keep these fangs sharp.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
I feel stronger already.
Sometimes you just need to spice things up. Try something different.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Some days it feels like I'm stuck in a time warp, Hunter.
Oh? How so?
This current team, they're so different than the Midnight Suns you once knew. Yet when I see you all together, it's like nothing has changed. I have to remind myself that Jeremiah, Will, Andra, Yelena, they've been gone for centuries now.
I would not be the warrior I am today without them. They all showed me so much. They taught me everything.
Well, not everything, Hunter. There's still a lot you can learn.
Yes, like what all the buttons do. Everything in this modern era seems to have a button on it.
For what it's worth, I still think of the old team often.
Same here. Except for you, it has been hundreds of years. For me, it was like yesterday.
Yet here we are. I just hope things end differently this time.
What's up, Big H?
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Later.
Let's do this.
Now I feel truly...
Ready for more?
You know what? I deserve this.
You ever wonder if those birds out there are stuck here, trapped in the Abbey's bubble? It's creepy if you think about it.
Any new leads? Time to spill your guts, Hydra. Here's the latest from Hydra World. We're ready to make a move. Who are we sending on? I'm here if you need me. Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens. That doesn't sound so bad. See you soon. Hey, you.